The body will die someday. It will return to dust. It will return to ashes. And it will lay in the ground until the resurrection of the dead. But the soul enters the world to come. It will never die. It will never cease to exist. And in this gospel service tonight, be reminded you have an immortal soul. And this verse highlights that your soul is in danger. It's in danger of the pit of corruption. The pit in the Bible signifies three different things. It is used in the Old and New Testament to signify three different things. The pit is used in the Bible to speak about man in a state of sin. Psalm 40 verses 1 to 3, but particularly verse 2 is probably the best known verse in relation to this idea that the pit refers to man in a state of sin. The psalmist said, He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my goings. The rock is a picture of Christ. The psalmist is pictured in a pit. It's a hole in the ground, like an old well that had dried up but still had slime and quicksand or mire at the bottom of it. It's like an old cistern. Jeremiah was thrown into the pit. And when Ebed-Melech came to rescue him, he was sinking and he had to let down the cords and put them gently under his armpits and raise him up because he was sinking in the pit and in the mire to his death. And in our state of sin, as we're born into this world, sinners before God, we are pictured in danger in our state of sin. We sang the hymn, I was sinking deep in sin, sinking to rise no more. And in our sin, we are sinking slowly to death and to destruction and to eternal destruction. And sin, it surrounds us, it sucks us in, and it brings the sinner down. And unless he is lifted up out of that state, he will perish.